Alright, today's Saturday, March 7th, and we got a couple things we got to do to the feed wagon. We're going to hopefully get some filters put in the Puma, give it a grease job, and then I'm going to replace this old reservoir here that goes to the planetary. It's cracked and split open, and then we're going to add some oil to the back one. Check out the air pressure in the tires, check the hubs, that kind of stuff. Case is with me today. He had the option of going to a baby shower or going to work, and he picked work because girls go to baby girls go to baby showers. So we're gonna get started on this here in just a second. Real quick, we took delivery of this today. It's the Z970R lawnmower, zero turn. Last year we just seemed like we were wasting a whole bunch of time trying to get the Wes's yard, the barn, my grandfather's yard mowed, and I have my own lawnmower, but I don't ever have time to mow. So went ahead and we got this just to get everything done quickly and efficiently. A couple times last year it seemed like me and Wes had to stop doing what we were doing and go fix the lawnmower so whoever was mowing could finish mowing. So hopefully we don't have to do that no more. Got it here and it wouldn't run. I should have filmed this part, but anyway, it shouldn't, so it wouldn't run. I mean, it would start up and run, but the mower wouldn't kick on. Anyway, the sales guy ended up coming back out after they delivered it. Obviously they never, you assume they didn't check it because it wasn't running, but I guess it as a possibility it could have. But what happened in the factory is they ran a bolt down in the frame, and the wire that goes to the clutch, right here. So right here, this wire here goes to the clutch underneath the PTO clutch. Anyway, so in the factory they ran that bolt in right on that wire and broke it. We finally found that out running through all its codes, and then so we with the sales guy, and then we put a shrink wrap on it. My mind went blank. Wire connector, and yeah, it was just in like that and it was broke. So did all the codes with the manual and figured out that it was saying that there was an open circuit between the PTO switch and the PTO coil, clutch, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so I got that fixed and turned it on and just mowed a couple little strips just to make sure it was working. And they offered to send us a new wiring harness, but it's actually just a little tail off the whole wiring harness, which would be kind of a butt to replace. So just got some oil and some free oil and some filters for it. We did get fertilizer put out last week, early last week. I can't remember what days now. I think it maybe started on it last Thursday and then finished last Monday. So actually no, today's Saturday, so it'd be the Thursday before and finished last Monday. And then so all the milk cows are fertilized. That's all we got. It rained on that, and then so this coming week we're gonna try to fertilize all the hay fields, and I got some choppers lined up, 2 different choppers, and whoever can get to it first is gonna get all that hay chopped, or ryegrass chopped, and the triticale that we planted. We took in 3 pallets of sorghum seed that are sitting in the shop. We're gonna need to start getting ground ready for that, which means we need to get the plow ready. And what else we gotta get ready? I can't even think now. Get the plow ready. We'll get the Artex spreader going, spreading on some ground. We're trying to still actually find some ground to plant on. Kind of got a wrench thrown in that with some land that we rent coming up for sale. But anyway, that's another story. And then we got, and then next week we should have something that we bought, something else that we bought showing up. So we'll leave that for a different video, but that's what we've got going. I did film some the other day, just little stupid stuff of washing the spreader off. Spreader sitting there. Yeah, It was covered in cow crap from driving through all the cow pastures. And I can't think of anything else going on right now. So anyways, we're going to start on this tractor and this feed wagon. And that's a lot of crap caked on there. We just ran out of diesel. We're going to go with some diesel because now we're only using cold water, and cold water sucks. So the piles of crap. It's probably like 20% dirt or mud, 80% crap. Oh, that's not too bad. The rear was a lot worse with crap, so this shouldn't take too long. Well, we got it all washed off best as we could. I'm sure as soon as I go park it, I'm gonna find some more shit on it. But yeah, we washed it like this every time we use it. Wash it. Yeah, we wash it every time after every use. There you go. And like I've said a couple times now, is that the back of the frame is still ended up rotting out. Golly, can't talk today. So anyway, on this fertilized truck, we've had it for about 10 years, or it seems like 10 years. And when we bought it, they were actually looking for a grain drill, and this came up in auction, and nobody bought it. Or nobody started bidding on it, so we ended up getting it. And the reason is because it's got a little bit of a smaller engine in it. It's the preferred international one is the 466. This is the 444, and obviously it had duals on it and instead of flotation tires, which doesn't really bother us none. I mean, we get stuck every now and then, but oh well, who cares? And then the only thing is when we do get stuck, it's just a little spin out and we can pull it right out. Although it has gotten buried a couple times. On this truck, I can't remember all what Wes did, but it was a few years ago. I think he might have done all new leaf springs, or he did all leaf springs on the rear, and then on this front, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell from the camera, but it kind of leans a little bit to the driver's side, and that's because we broke the leaf spring on the front one time on the front. Got a new one, and I don't know if we got the wrong one or whatever, but it's the leaf springs like flattened out. And maybe you could have seen when I had the hood up better, but you can see this where the tires hit all the way up to here. I mean, I'm pretty sure 2 days ago I caught air in this. I've hit holes hard enough that I've hit my head on the roof, so it gets kind of a little bit abused when it's, you know, going across the field 15 miles an hour, and you got, you know, armadillo holes or where hogs have rooted up the ground and things like that. But washouts, sometimes those kind of things sneak up on you, and it's too late when you see them. So you just grab a steering wheel and hang on. And so, I mean, obviously it made it this time, and hopefully it makes one more trip in about a week, and then we really need to get serious about replacing this truck and putting that bed on a different truck. But anyway. What for?
I don't know. Oh. That's why I thought I was going to use a sticker machine, but nope. I didn't. Did you get?
Can you leave me a rag?
Yeah, sure. Let me use one.
Hey, numbnuts! Give me a 1/4-inch socket. Yeah.
I'm gonna put this back in your pocket. Pocket. There. Poop it.
Here, see these two? Put this on the back side. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take it off.
Turn it. Take it off.
Plastics. You have to go get the smaller one. Here. See that?
Like this. Yep, it does.
Didn't knock it on a little bit. See this black one? Or what used to be black?
Mm-hmm.
That's an impact socket. So it's thicker than this one. See, it's thin? The wall is thin.
Here's this
So
one.
if you can't get it fit on there, use this one.
Here's this.
Here, put that on.
Wait, which side is it?
Oh. Push hard. Hard! There you go. Watch out. Right here. Okay, push hard. Not that hard. You turn it. Hang it on there straight. Turn. Go the other way.
Other way?
Go. Now go back. Go turn. Faster. Good job, Dave. Okay, it's good. Get on the top one. Here, you let you do it by yourself. Yeah, get it on there straight and hold it on there. Use muscle in both hands, both arms. Use this hand to hold it on there. Push forward. No, and use this hand to run this. Now push that way, and then pull that down. You gotta push hard with this hand. Grab it like a man, son.
I'm trying.
There you go. Now do it. You know, hold it on there. Here, let me get it started for you.
I just need you to hold it on there.
Here. Go. Okay. Get those off of your fingers.
What?
Hmm?
What off of my fingers?
Take the nuts off the rest of the way with your fingers.
Dad, we need Poppy struck again. We're going to Eagle Auto Parts.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, so you can't borrow any more tools.
You just leave the grease gun? A little bit of a problem. Both the nipples broke off into the hoses. Which I already got that one done. This one's gonna kind of suck, but we got enough slack. Could just cut a little bit of the hose off. May end up doing that anyway. We're gonna clean this one up a little bit. We had it sprayed a little, so just gonna trim it back. Well, Wes mowed his yard in about 20 minutes, so I guess that was well worth it. God dang it. Somebody's coming down the road in a trailer, and the trailer's bouncing all over the place, and it's got the 3 and 4 month old heifers over there just running as fast as they can across the pasture. I'm an aluminum car hauler. So the new jug came with a new plug, new cap, nipples are on it, everything's good. Just gonna put the hoses back on and then bolt it back on there. Which I may wait. Go ahead and put this hose on first, and then because that'd be the hardest one to get on, and then leave this one off, and that way to make getting these hoses or getting the bolts back in easy with the hose out of the way. All right, Wes and Case went to town to get some oil, and all we got left to do is tighten the bolts up on the shield of the tank. Here's the old one. You know, just brittle plastic. We did this one a couple years ago, or at least it seems like a couple years ago, and it's still good. So I don't know if it was just some bad plastic or what, but anyway. Something that you wouldn't think is, you'd be surprised on how many spiders are up in this stuff. Like, I don't see any right now, but I know I've seen like 5 different ones crawling around through here while I was taking it apart. But anyway, just throw that out there. This is 75 140 gear oil. Hi. What are you doing? Hi. You got marks on your head.
From her bow.
Headband. Your hair's sticking out the sides too. You just gonna play with Sniper? What's he doing?
He's reading.
No, it's not Case.
Just go set your cleats with your bag over there, and you're good. No big deal.
Wes mowed his yard in like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, now I got a weedie. You want a weedie? And I was like, no.
No.
All right, well, that was some pretty simple stuff. The back one's a lot easier to do because you can actually get to the bolts and nuts on the back side a little easier, and because the conveyor's in the way. But now we're just gonna put some of this stuff up, and then we're gonna, check the air. I already checked the air on these tires a couple days ago, and they were about 90 pounds. We're gonna get all 4 of them saying 100, and then we're gonna give the tractor a blow job, and we're gonna grease both of them up. And that's about all we got to do to this. It's kind of a simple day. May also drain the water out of the water separator on this tractor. It's been flashing at me saying it's got water in the fuel. So we'll get that done and we'll check back. This is the cow pushing tractor. We got a starter ordered. It should be here Tuesday or Wednesday. So right now it's kind of a pain in the butt getting the cows up, but I got no choice. This is about the only tractor those guys can drive without tearing it up. And anyway. So we'll have to replace the starter here in a couple days. Today's Saturday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, whatever. Hopefully it shows up Tuesday. All right, so we're just about done with this. We got it all greased. You got a grease fitting on each side. You got one there, one in the back. There's 2 there, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so on the drive line underneath, and then you got 6 on the conveyor grease fittings. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if I said that. Then you got 2 there, 1 there, 3 there, on the drive line. You got 2 for the rear wheels. Didn't grease up anything on the 3-point because 3-point never doesn't get used. You know, probably should get some grease. And then you got 2, 3, and then 3 more on the tractor. So we blew out the filters. We blew out the radiator. We're about to drain the water separator, and then it'll be completely done with what I wanted to do to it. We put air in the tires on the wagon. They all got all 4 of them have 100 pounds. And then we need to check the hubs. I forgot about that. Check the hubs real quick. And then drain that water separator filter. Got oil there and oil there. Got one last one to check. So all 4 hubs are good. The other way you do it is pull these caps off and check them that way, but the glass is good and you can tell a good oil level. You can just do it this way and save some time. See what these morons are doing over here. Case is in the skid steer. I think they already moved the spray rig and the little lawnmower trailer deal over there. Just moving all the stuff out of the way so they can mow. What are you doing? You're gonna go fill bottles up? Huh. Alright, this Puma and feed wagon's all done. The only thing wrong with the wagon now is the back cylinder on the door on the back is got a little leak. I'll have to fix that later. If I don't use it any, it doesn't leak, and then when I use it, it leaks for a little bit. So sometimes I'll go months without using it, and then I'll use it every other day, it seems like. But anyway, basically all that's for is for calf feed. The hard surface that I welded in about this time last year is already wearing off pretty good. So I don't have time to do that now. We have to visit that back or coming in the summer when we get some time. Tractor's all good, ready to go. On the cowpush tractor, when you get the starter on, that'll be here Tuesday or Wednesday. That is about it. We may be putting out fertilize hopefully sometime next week, depends on rain, for all the hay fields. We do have something coming, like I said earlier. They said maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see if that shows up. And can you stop? And then see if that shows up. It's going to be a game changer for us. See if you have any guesses. You can drop me a comment down below if you have a guess of what it is. Case moved those 2 tractors over there, and you need to learn how to drive tractors more so you can do more. And then we still got to do that flatbed trailer like I talked about before, and we still got to finish working on Kenny. Kenny's a beautiful bastard, but he's a pain in the ass. And Wes is busy mowing. And then we got some other things going in the works, washing houses and stacking houses. The other thing we need to do is sometime in the next couple days is get the plow, get it up here and get it ready to roll. Then we need to get the drill, get the grain drill out and fix anything that might be messed up on it so it's ready to go. So I went out earlier and I threw some matches on that up there and set it on fire. Looks like it's already burned up, but all the dead grass there. I don't know how much of that we're going to be able to plant. We'll have to see how that comes out. Maybe 5 acres, maybe 10 acres, maybe none of it. I don't know. That's what we call the new land that we cleared last year. Haven't really been out there since. The big dozer's still sitting down there. Haven't had time to do anything with it. Need to service the wheel loader. It needs an oil change and a couple other things. It's mostly good, but it needs to be serviced. And then the grain drill, need to get the grain drill out, get the plow out, get all that stuff out and get it ready to go. Hay equipment. Right now, probably the main focus would be hay equipment, but if I got these choppers rolling in hopefully 3 or 4 weeks, then we won't have to worry about the hay equipment just yet, and then we'll have to focus on that. Probably in about 30 days we'll have to get that ready to go for first part of June, I guess. So I got called over to move stuff out of the way. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Hang on. Shit. Not even cold. So anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And yeah, spring's about sprung here, so we'll get going on some field work, hopefully.